Now this is a story all about how I went to South Korea and it was whack, but the locals wanted us off track, and I'd like to take a moment and sit right there and tell you about how I kinda don't wanna go back. Good day to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Anyways, today I have a story from just 5 months ago, when I had the pleasure of visiting Jeju Island, which is known for a few things such as beautiful sights and a sex theme park. However, I will not be focusing on those things today, because my time in Jeju was mostly spent avoiding every possible local. Anyways, sit back, relax if possible, and listen. During my absence last year for the 2018 deployment, one of the countries I was able to visit was Jeju Island, which is a province of South Korea. Normally, we would have docked somewhere else in South Korea, but Jeju was chosen for one reason and one reason only. Diplomacy. South Korea at the time was hosting a large international fleet review in Jeju, where they would basically inspect all attending warships for combat readiness. Besides the US, of course, other countries were present, such as Australia, Brunei, Russia, Vietnam, Canada, India, and China. Japan was supposed to attend as well, but they dropped out due to disputes with South Korea. In other words, this tiny little island was hosting a lot of big powers over the course of a few days. Of course, the locals of Jeju weren't exactly happy about this, because this large international event was kind of pushed forward by the South Korean government without any regard to the locals. As a result, protests were everywhere, and I really do mean everywhere. Stores on the island closed. Some tourist areas refused us entry. The whole 9 yards. Even trying to stay in my hotel was awkward, because the guests would stare at me as if I had strangled a puppy or something. Were they in their right to protest? Without a doubt, yes. However, we were literally only at the island for 4 days, not to mention that none of us had anything to do with the decision to attend the fleet review. We were just there for a while before going back out to sea. Police and other emergency response workers were spread all over the island, as if they were just waiting for somebody to start an incident. Thankfully, that never happened, but that didn't mean that the locals decided to stop. Things sort of escalated over the course of the last 2 days I was staying there. They started getting needlessly aggressive, even against police who were just doing their job. There were quite a few times they came uncomfortably close to breaching the base that was hosting us as well as the other countries present at the time. Moving away from the base didn't really help either, since there were a few areas where they actually had to deploy riot police. Needless to say, I got the fuck out of Dodge as soon as I could. I'm quite aware that Jeju is nothing like the mainland Korean peninsula, but honestly I really don't have much desire to ever visit Jeju again, apart from food, I suppose. Otherwise, I'm quite happy to stay here in Weebland. Thank you for watching.